February 14 balance update preview. I didn't see the stream, the Twitch stream, and this is the first time that I will be reading this. Hi all, welcome to the preview to 40 to gather your feedback below the live. Before I even start, do you guys know why there is a balance update preview? This is for February 14. We are February 3rd. Do you guys ever wonder why there's a balance update preview? And the main reason is because pretty much like every other balance, they want to see the reaction of the community. So basically, see, I'm going to read this. They want to see my reaction, your reaction. And then depending on how you react and how much how much people, scream or complain about it, they want to see how much the community will complain about whatever they're doing in order to say, oh, you know what, about the warrior nerf, we kind of decided the warriors needs a buff, right? Because we were talking about nerfing it, but now that people are complaining about the warrior, I'm talking about the past balance patch previously, that when the warrior got nerfed, everybody, the entire Guild Wars 2 community, I was hearing about warrior players complaining about it, and suddenly Anet decided to change it. So now, you're gonna ask me, why am I saying that? Well, that's the reason why there's a preview balance update. It's to see, after you and I, after we read this, they want to see who's gonna say what. If you don't say anything, if you don't scream, if you don't like complain about it, if there is no outrage, if there is no outrage about what they're saying, they're gonna go on with it. If there is an outrage, if it is very loud, like the time when the warrior was nerfed, then in between the date they're gonna make the change and today, they're gonna say, oh wait, maybe we should reconsider, buffing the warrior because there's so many warrior players that are angry out there, right? So that's pretty much why there's an update balance preview, and it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just something that I've noticed. And and again, I'm gonna talk about the Mechanist. When the Mechanist was nerfed, they also wanted to see if Mechanist players would complain about it and how loud we would be. But unfortunately, we were not as loud as the warrior community, as all the warrior players were very, very vocal about their dissatisfaction about the nerf. But Mechanists, when we got brutally nerfed, we were not loud enough, so they just went on with it technically. But so I'm just gonna read this with you guys, but I just want to patch this in to let you know why there's a balance update preview. Elementalist, to improve the staff support capability. I don't know if I want to play, guys. I don't play Elementalist enough, so I'm gonna maybe Tempest. Lucid Singularity. This trait now causes overlords to pulse alacrity while channeling, in addition of granting alacrity. Well, okay, so while you're channeling overload, then you get alacrity instead of gaining alacrity at the end of it. Okay. Well, the overloads, I don't know how long it lasts, like, I don't know, 5 seconds, I think. So you get 5 seconds of alacrity. I forgot how long it is. I think it's 5 seconds, I believe, if I remember correctly. Was it 5 seconds or something like that? When channeling is completed, the total amount of alacrity granted remains the same. So you get the same amount of alacrity, but instead of gaining it at the end of the overload, you get it while channeling it. That does. Engineer! That's exactly what I want to see. The engineer there focuses on usability improvements. Some boosts and condition from the Mechanist mech skill were being applied by the engineer rather than the mech itself. While addressing this issue, we wanted to ensure that the mech would maintain its current effectiveness. Yeah, well, the mech is kind of like, I'm sorry to say this, but the mech is shit right now. Like, and we've fixed some issue that prevented certain condition duration traits from affecting the mech. Okay, we've also cleaned up the animation timing on main hand pistol to make the pistol feel a bit more fluid too. Yeah, whatever. Are you guys looking at this, guys? Suddenly, after nerfing the engineer, like brutally, now suddenly they're buffing it. Isn't dart volley? Oh, okay, so they're buffing pistol 2. Fragmentation. Oh, that's the main pistol 1. Fire shot that bleeds impact. Oh, okay, that's the pistol 1. Sorry about that. I don't play pistol a lot. I'll be honest with you. I don't play pistols. So I don't remember all the name by heart. Because I usually play rifle, the rifle that everybody hates. So yeah, so I read reduce aftercast duration by 25%. Yeah, so they're buffing pistol 1, they're buffing pistol 2. Utility Googles increase the number of damaging condition remove 1 to 2. So now they want us to use utility Googles. I don't use that a lot. Let me double check. Gadget, yeah, that's the gadget. Well, I don't use that a lot. Condition room, yeah. That to me that doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't use that a lot. I'll see if I want to use it in the future. Scrapper, you know, I don't play Scrapper a lot, so I'll just see if it's. I do play, but not as much. Reconstruction field, damage. You know, I don't play Scrapper enough, so I'm gonna pass that. Mechanist, all right. Here comes the moment of truth. Fix an issue that caused the engineer to be the source of boons and condition. Oh, okay, so. Okay, because the mech can be the source of boons and condi. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it should. It should if we're talking about the trait. Yes. Okay, I get it. But I don't know. I don't recall any issue with that. But good. That's a good thing, I guess. So that would be like a buff. I would assume. Jade Meg CJ1. Fix an issue that caused melee auto attack to be slower than intended. It's been slowed since beta 2020. It's been slowed since beta 2020. Shit, man. Reduce the range of first two melee strike. Wait. Reduce the range of the first two melee strike from 240 to 130. So now, okay. So basically now the mech will be the mech melee auto attack will be faster, but the range will be shorter. You know, you know, I don't know, you guys. People who don't play mech, they'll never understand. The Mechanist is slow. The Mechanist, the Jade mech is slow as shit. The Mechanist is slow as shit. The only time the Jade mech is useful is when it hits its target. But you know, in World v World, you know what? I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to that. You know what? I don't care. I really don't, you know what? Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just reading this right now. I really don't care. Mech frame, channel it conduit. Okay, that's the second column. Okay, yeah. Increased concentration inherited by the mech from 100 to 150%. Yeah, so that's a buff. Mechanical Genius. Increase duration of the boon applied by Mechanical Genius from 6 seconds to 10 seconds. If you get too far away from the J mech for more than 6 seconds, you will lose the Mechanical Genius. You will lose the Mechanical Genius boon. But now, instead of 6 seconds, it's 10 seconds. Yeah. 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 You know what? I don't care, guys. I don't care. Because even if I say something, you're gonna have that, you know, that little faction, those people, like, on the social media, you know, that faction who like to start propaganda. Yeah, well, they're gonna start screaming. I guarantee you, after you watch this video, you're gonna see people in every faction, Reddit, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. You're gonna see that they're gonna start coming out. Oh, 10 seconds is too much. 10 seconds is too much. Give it. You know what? Put 6 seconds down to 3 seconds. Make them happy. You know what, Anet? Because if you buff this part, you're gonna have the entire community screaming at you. You're gonna come back in like a week. You're gonna say, oh, you know what? We changed our mind. You know, since we see a lot of outrage in the community, where we decided to leave it at we're gonna leave it at 6 seconds, or we're gonna nerf it down to 3 seconds or 4 seconds. You know, chemical rounds. Fix an issue that prevented the condition damage from this skill from being inherited by the mech. Chemical rounds. So apparently, chemical rounds trait, you know, for condi damage wasn't inherited to the mech. Apparently, yeah. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter because whether you give him the condi, whether you give him condi or no condi, the Jade mech is dead. I don't know if you guys know, guys. The Jade mech is literally dead. No, it is literally dead. Like, so many people want it down to the ground. It is already down to the ground. There's no point to give us candies. There's no point to give us candies. Please don't do it, because I swear to God, it doesn't matter. I sincerely tell you, it doesn't matter. anymore, because I don't play Mechanist. I don't play Mechanist because I think it's the best class. I play Mechanist because I like robots. All right, so I don't think Mechanist is the best class. I don't think Mechanist is a great class, and I wouldn't recommend Mechanist to anyone out there anyway. I don't recommend it. I mean, you can play it because if you like robots, you're gonna like it. But if you want to bring Mechanist in World v World, in PvP, or in raids, you're gonna be disappointed. Because everybody wanted burned down to the ground. It is burned down to the ground. This don't, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. And you see all these nice candies you're seeing right here? This is like, guys, look. February 14 balance update preview. You know, do you know what that means? It means it's a preview. It means it's gonna be changed. It's gonna be changed. It doesn't matter if you're happy right now. It doesn't matter because like I said, there's gonna be a little faction who's gonna start propaganda that Mechanist and how about we just let it down, let it burn, let the Jade Mech, let the Mechanist down to the ground, so you can avoid having the entire community, you know, giving you a headache. Anet, don't do it. I'm the first one to tell you, don't do these. Oh, you want to fix those little bugs? Okay, but don't give us this. Don't give us this. Don't give us this. Don't give us this one over here. Don't give us this. It's okay if the Jade Mech is slow. You know why? Because if the Jade Mech is too fast, if they attack too fast, then you're gonna have another outrage in the community that's gonna tell you the Jade Mech is overpowered because it's too fast. The Jade Mech is overpowered because it attacked too fast. Oh my god! Oh. Sorry guys, Serratil, this trait now function with the mech when it's active. Serrated steel. Now they're buffing the mech. See, now this here over here. Oh, okay, now this, there you go. So this, they're suggesting, yeah, there you go. Now they're buffing the mech. Oh, now suddenly, yeah, no, don't do it. Anet, don't do it. I'm the first one to tell you don't do this. You're gonna have an outrage. You're gonna have an outrage again, and you're just gonna have a headache. Don't do it. You know what, Anet, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I swear to God, I'm playing other classes right now. Mechanist is not my main class, and I'm not gonna suggest it to anyone. If anybody asks me, if any new player asks me, should I play Mechanist? No. Don't. Just don't. Play something else. Play Thief. Play Revenant. Play Elementalist. Play Guardian. Play something everybody else like. Just do that. Don't play Mechanist. This is what I'm doing right now. You know why? You know, I don't even want to explain why. You know what? It doesn't matter. Incendiary powder. This trait now function with the mech while it's active. This trait now function with the mech. Burning inflict last. Oh, that's the last trait. Yeah, no, I know what that is. So, are you saying that this wasn't applied to the Jade Mech? This entire time it wasn't applied to the Jade Mech? No wonder why the Jade Mech. You know what, guys? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you like. Again, it doesn't matter. You know what, guys? I'll be honest with you about the Mechanist. And I'm not saying because I hate. I don't hate Anet. I don't hate the Mechanist. I don't hate the engineer. What I do hate. This is what I hate. Mark my word. This is what I hate. And I don't like the word hate. This is what I strongly disagree, okay, with Anet, since I've been playing Guild Wars 2, is that they're gonna give us a preview, right? 2 weeks from now. They're gonna see who's gonna say what from the changes they make. So right now I'm having high expectation, right? Alright? But there's gonna be somebody who's gonna say something in between. They may or may not say something. So basically my high expectation are unjustified. I'm actually like having an illusion that something is great is coming, right? But like again, and I don't want to feel like I'm gambling with my emotions anymore. So I don't hate Anet, I don't hate the engineer, I don't hate Mechanist, and I don't hate anyone. I just want to play a game where I don't have high expectation to then know after that because few people started a propaganda to, you know, to say that we don't like that, blah, blah, blah. And then you see the next balance patch, oh, you know what, we made a mistake, we're gonna nerf it. No, I don't care. You know, I don't care. I don't care. So basically that's my point, guys. I really don't care. This is not gonna make me want to play the Mechanist more. The only reason I play Mechanist, it's not because I love the Mechanist. The only reason I play Mechanist is because I love robots. All right. I used to love Mechanist when Anet was in control. When Anet was in control and knew exactly what they were doing, now I used to love Mechanist. But now that they're allowing the community or a faction or a small faction or a big, now they're allowing the community to dictate how they should control a specific class. Uh, I cannot allow myself to love this class anymore, unfortunately. But it's not a good or bad thing. It's just a personal way of thinking presently. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, see this. If I was still in a state where I'm in love with the Mechanist, I would be jumping off my seat and I would be screaming like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah! Oh, I'm so happy!" No, I'm not. I'm not. But because I actually put a barrier to my emotions when it comes to high expectation, when you know from Anet, because of that. I don't care. I really don't care. So, and you know what's even better? I'm telling you what's even better with that barrier that I just added to myself. You know what's better? It's because when Anet decides to listen to that small faction that like to start propaganda in every social media because they hate Mechanist, I'm not gonna feel anything. I'm not even gonna be angry. I won't be angry at them. I'll be like, hey, you know what? It's okay. Good job, guys. You actually dictate what Anet should do again. That's fine. That's fine because I don't play Mechanist anymore. You already won. You won your case. You won your case. You keep winning every single balance patch. You guys keep winning, and I'm just gonna play something else. I'm gonna play. Right now I'm having fun with Mesmer Virtuoso, so I want to see what Mesmer Virtuoso has to give, and I think they're gonna nerf it. I have a very funny feeling. I'm starting to play Guardian. I love Guardian as well. So this is my feeling about Mechanist. I really don't care in it. Whether you nerf it or buff it, I really don't care. Like, I'll be honest with you, I have a barrier right now to how I feel about what you do to Mechanist. So much, my barrier is so dense that I don't feel anything. I don't care. Whether you do it or not, I don't care. You lost me already as a Mechanist player. I just play Mechanist, like I said, because I love robots, not because I like the class. So I don't even care. Like, I do care about the trade sometimes. When I just do open world farming. That's all it's good for. The Mechanist is good for open world farming. So I don't know why you're trying to buff the Mechanist, because if you buff it, you're gonna have an outrage on your hand, and you're gonna come back in a few weeks and like, oh, we made a mistake, we're gonna nerf it because certain people. You know what? I don't care. Just don't do it. Don't do the buff, guys. It's for your best interest. You're gonna get less. It's gonna come down to the same thing, and you're gonna have more headaches. And you're gonna come back the next week or next balance. Oh, we're gonna. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. We're sorry. Yeah, whatever. So whatever, guys. Guardian. Okay, what is Guardian? I do not play Guardian enough. I do play. I don't play them enough. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I love Will Bender though. I love Will Bender once again. Will Bender's virtue no longer remove active effect from the other. Oh, I like that. That's a nice buff. Oh, because it was removing the other ones? Really? I didn't notice that. Like I said, I don't play Will Bender enough, but I'm gonna start playing Will Bender more because I love karate. I love Will Bender. I'll be honest with you guys. I love Will Bender and Dragon Hunter too. I just know that I love Will Bender, that's for sure. But this I didn't notice. Mesmer. Okay. Ho ho. All right, guys, are you ready? Let's take a look at Mesmer. While renewing Mesmer's mantra, we felt that no. Okay, the mantra will find no case. We made no. Okay, core. Master of manipulation. This tree no longer reduce the recharge of manipulation skill, and now it grants ages to nearby allies instead of super speed. Okay. Well, that's okay. Mirror. I play Mesmer, but I wouldn't say that I didn't spend enough time understanding all the traits, to be honest with you, so I might not be able to argue with some changes. I'm going to try to remember what I know. Mirror, reduce cooldown from... Wait. Mirror, cooldown from 15 to 12 seconds in PvE, and from 20 to 15 seconds in PvP and World Well. Oh, so it's a buff, so they want us to use Mirror. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, okay. Mimic. Reduce cooldown from 30 to 20. Oh ho! Oh ho ho! Oh la la! Oh la la! Oh la la! That's a big buff. That's a big buff, bro. Okay. Massive invisibility. Reduce cooldown from 60 to 48 second in PvE. 75 to 60 second in PvP. Okay, so that's again that's a big buff. They're buffing the core Mesmer. That's insane. That's great. Time warp. This skill now grants super speed to allies and inflict chills on enemy. Reduce cooldown from 120 to 75 seconds. PvP will... Okay, that's another buff. Oh my goodness, gets a lot of buff. I thought it would be nerfed. Decoy. Reduce cooldown 45 to 40 PP will decoy. Okay, that's another buff. Mirror image, reduce cooldown from 35 second 30. Okay, another buff. Mesmer mantra. Now requires initial casting. Prepare the mantra charge. The effect they grant completing initial case or mantra. Okay, mantra. Yes, I do. The only mantras I used was the one that removed Condi. Technically, I forgot which one it was. Mantra of recovery, heal yourself and heal nearby allies for a lesser amount. Requires initial casting to prepare the mantra charge. That effect they grant and completing the initial cast as follow. Okay, so you need to click it twice. Okay. Heal yourself and heal nearby allies for a lesser amount. Mantra concentration, grant boons to yourself and okay. Mantra distraction, reduce the recharge of diversion. Grant might to yourself and now mantra of pain. Mantra resolve, remove all condition from yourself. Remove all condition from yourself and remove fewer condition from nearby ally. Remove all condition from yourself and remove fewer condition from nearby ally. Oh, that's great. All conditions? Fewer conditions. My bad. All right, that's good. But how many condition is that? That's the thing. Okay, well, remove all condition from yourself. That's a big wow. Egotism. Increase damage when 5 to 10 in PvP will. Okay, so that's a buff. Protected Phantasm. This trait is replaced by Temporal Enchanter. Temporal Enchanter cause Glamour skill to grant super speed and resistance to allies in areas and increase Glamour duration by 1 Ziggin. Well, that's great. That's another. I guess it's a buff. This trait has been replaced by Temporal Enchanter. Okay, that's great. That's a nice. I guess it's a buff. I would say. I mean, who doesn't want super speed, right? Chronomancer, Echo. I don't play Chronomancer enough, so I'm gonna jump that. Sorry about that. Virtuoso. Oh, okay. Psychic Riposte. Fix an issue in which the unblockable effect would not apply to the entire shatter. Okay, so there's no nerf on Virtuoso. There's no nerf in Virtuoso. That's great. That's great. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think Virtuoso is overpowered. I'll be honest with you. Because there is like an animation that tells you when we're gonna shoot or when we're gonna use spell, which gives you plenty of time to avoid that. If you can avoid that, we're pretty much GG, to be honest with you. Because the thing about Virtuoso, yes, it is pretty powerful if we combine different spell together. But if you can see the animation when we're about, you know, to burst, we are pretty much defenseless for good. Like for a good time, you can CC us and kill us, and we're GG'd. Unless we kind of use a teleportation spell and go invisible and run away. But if we don't have those spells, then we're pretty much GG'd. So, Necromancer, I do play Necromancer. We're improving the Reaper's Shout skill. Oh, okay, which will now deal increased damage and gain an additional effect when striking an enemy in melee range, rewarding players for diving deep into the fray. Ah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Warhorn also see improvement with Will of Doom, once again being unblockable, and the cooldown reduction from Banshee's Well being rolled into the baseline, allowing a wider range of Necromancer build to take Warhorn without feeling tied to the Blood Magic trait line. Yeah, I know, because everybody's taking the Blood Magic trait line, you know, for survivability. Core, Banshee's Well. This trait no longer reduces the cooldown of Warhorn skills. That is fantastic. What is Banshee's Well again? Let me double check. Warhorn skill gain increased effect duration and reduced recharge. Increase healing to other allies. Okay, no longer reduce the cooldown. Oh, well that's sad. That is actually sad. Wow, why not? Why not? Why not? That's a nerf actually. No longer reduce the cooldown of Warhorn skill. That's a nerf, bro. Okay, search fear. Okay, it does a fear. Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. This is good because I love it. I'll be honest with you. I use this spell a lot. So I like this spell. This is good for World v World and PvP. I'll be honest with you. I use the Warhorn when I play Reaper. I play Greatsword, and the other one is a staff. Oh, I play staff. Oh no, it's for my Scourge. My Scourge, I do that. But I mean, this is good for a Scourge as well, so it doesn't matter. It's a good thing. Locust Swarm, reduce cooldown 30 to 24 seconds. Oh, wait a second. Siphon damage. This guy over here. That's from Warhorn. Yeah. So basically, reduce cooldown. So we're gonna have a 24-second cooldown. So that's great. Oh, that's great. So that's good for survivability. That is great. I like that. That's very good. Necromantic Stab, increase power coefficient 0.7 to 0.9 PVE only. Main hand dagger. That's that. Yeah, that's it. That's a dagger. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. Increased life force gain from 2 to 4. That's good. That's good as well. So that's, I guess that's good. Necrotic bite. Increased power. Okay, so in PVE, increased life force gain for 68. Yeah. Okay. So they want us more survivability, I guess, using the dagger. Life siphon. Reduce cooldown from 10 seconds to 8 cooldown PvP. Increase damage button again from 20 to 50. Life siphon. Oh, the third spell, like dagger 3. Okay. Reduce cooldown from 10 to 8 seconds. That's good. Well, that's good actually. That's very actually. I think I'm gonna start playing dagger now because I have more survivability in the open world. I guess if I do like I don't know champions, bounty hunters. I don't know. I'm just saying. Bleeding foes from. Okay, that's good. Dark Pack. This skill now also inflict bleeding on the target and grants life force to caster on each boon removed. This skill now removes boon instead of corrupting them. PP1. Okay. Increase the number of boons removed from 1 to 3 in PvP, 1 to 2 in the world, and 2 to 3 in PvE. Okay. I like to remove boons. Like there are some mobs that in the open world that needs to have their boons removed, like in POF. You know those big gigantic robots that have like a defensive spell. I forgot what is it. They have this boon that if you don't remove it, it takes forever to kill. So yeah, I need Dark Pack. That's good. That's good to remove their boons. But I prefer to corrupt them, but better than nothing, I guess. Oh, Ogre is there. This trade no longer reduces the recharge of Shell skill. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? Why would you do that? Your soul is mine. Oh no, Mortal Kombat. The skill now deals additional damage and grants additional life force per target struck within melee range. But the caster reduced cooldown 20 to 16. That's interesting. What is it? Your soul is mine. Let me double check that. Oh, that's a spell. That's one of the shouts. Okay, all right, I remember that spell. This skill now deals additional damage and grant additional life force per stroke within the range. Reduce cooldown 20 to 16 seconds. That's good. That's pretty good actually. This skill no longer grants additional unblockable attacks on all enemy strokes. This skill now deals additional damage and grant additional unblockable attacks. Oh, okay, yeah, because this skill... So basically, it gives you additional unblockable attacks depending on how many enemies you strike. But instead of that, they're gonna give you they're gonna give you additional unblockable attacks from the start instead of like, oh, it depends how many how many enemies, because usually you will get... Yeah, I get it. So that's good. That's it. Well... Yeah, I know I guess that's a good. Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, Rise. Oh, that's one of my favorite. Rise. This skill now deals additional damage and summon additional horrors when striking targets within melee range of caster. Really, the maximum number of shambling horrors that can be summoned is 5. Okay, reduce cooldown from 40 to 30. Oh, the buff, baby, the buff, the buff. I liked it. This is one of my favorite spell. I love this spell. I use that with my Reaper. I love that spell. Thank you. I appreciate. Suffer. This skill now deals additional damage and transfer 1 additional condition to target struck within melee range. The caster reduce cooldown from 20 to 16. You are all weaklings. Where do they get this sentence? This skill now deals additional damage and grants more might when striking target within melee range of the caster. Reduce cooldown from 25 seconds to 20 seconds. Okay, that's another buff. That's good. Chill to the bones. This skill now deals additional damage, grants additional boons, must strength, 45 to 36. Wow, the Reaper is getting a lot of buffs. Chill and Victory, reduce cooldown from 2 to 1 second in PvP. Striking and chill for grand might and life. Striking and chill for... Oh, okay, yeah, that trait. Yeah, that trait. You have a 1 second cooldown now instead of 2. Yeah, that's good. So you want to make sure people get chill when you kill them. Yeah, oh, that's good for I guess that's good for farming. That's good for farming. Oh no, in PvP. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, no, that's good. That's a good thing. I mean, I don't do PvP a lot anymore, to be honest with you. So it's good, I guess. But I guess, yeah, I don't know. Bladder's Boon. This trait now also triggers when removing boons from an enemy. This trait this trait now also triggers when removing a boon from an enemy. Oh, so when you remove a boon from an enemy, you get healing and life force. Okay, that's good. Well, that's a good thing. The Reaper's getting a big buff, bro. Holy shish kebab, bro. Ranger. Oh, I do play Ranger. We've rolled a few of Ranger's cooldown reduction traits into the baseline cooldown reduction for those skills, creating additional builds in which the skill can be taken a higher level of effectiveness. Primal Cry now inflict poison in addition of its other condition. Competitive, providing synergy with the poison training build. Empathic Bond. This trait has been reworked and now causes B skill to remove condition. Condition duration are split between you and your pet. Conditions are not. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay, I know what that is. I know what that is. Because you can be removing condition is a good thing if you play against a Condi player in World v World. That is, you know what I'm saying, or even against mobs that like to stack freaking Condi on you. So yeah. Raw grow increase pulse health and 155 to 196 PvP or World v World. You and your pet recover health while affected by protection. Oh yeah, no, but when you have protection, okay. So what's the buff? The nerf? Increase pulse health. Okay, so you have more health in PvP World v World. That's great. That's a good buff. Windbone notes. This trait no longer reduces the cooldown of Warhorn skills. Hunter's Call. Well, I don't know about this. I don't play Warhorns a lot with Ranger. Hunter's Call. Reduce cooldown 20 to 16 seconds. What is Hunter's Call? Let me Call Hawk to swarm your foe. What is that? Oh, from the Warhorn. Yeah, if you play Warhorn. Yeah. What is the buff, the nerf? Reduce cooldown. Oh, so you have a cool... okay, yeah, okay. So that's a buff. Alright. Call of the Wild. Reduce cooldown. Okay, again. Another buff. Wilderness Knowledge. This trait no longer reduce the cooldown of survival skill. Skill gain reduce recharge. Really? They removed that. Oh, they removed the okay. Okay, because they already because they're making reductions everywhere else. So they're gonna put reductions everywhere other places, but then they remove the reduction cooldown on this trait. All right, I see. Well, I don't know. Troll Ungen. Reduce cooldown from 25 to 20 second PvE, 30 second 24 second PvP in World v World. You and your pet regenerate health over time. So that's survival. Okay. Wait. Oh no, that's the healing spell. Okay. Okay, so what's the nerf, the buff? Reduce cooldown 25, 20 in PvE, 30, 24 in PvP, yeah. Well. Lightning reflexes. Reduce cooldown from 30 to 24. Lightning, reduce cooldown from 30 to 24. Lightning reflex. That one, yeah, no, I use that a lot. They reduce the cooldown. They reduce the cooldown from 30 to 24 second. Alright, that's good. Muddy Terran, again, the buff. Quick Zephyr, I use that a lot. Reduce cooldown 45 to 35 second PvE, 40 to 32 second PvP. So they buffed it. Okay, they buffed it, the Ranger. Entangle. Reduce cooldown from 60 to 48 second. Shield. Entangle. Reduce cooldown from 60 to 48 second. That's good. Brother Shield. This trait no longer reduces the cooldown of Signet skill. Now grants Smite in addition to Fury. Okay. Signet of the Hunt. This active component of the skill now grants super speed in addition of unblockable attack. Reduce cooldown from 40 to 20 second. Oh, this is a big buff. Ooh, bro. Yo, that is one gigantic buff, bro. What the? It's the one I think it is. Oh, yeah. You and your pet attacks become unblockable. Yeah, no, that is yeah, no, I like that. I use that a lot against whatchamacallit, against Elementalist barriers, with their goddamn barriers. I use that a lot. When I used to play on Tame or Soul Beast. So yeah, no, that's a big buff. And then here I get this is now Grand Super in addition. So you get super speed and unblockable stacks. Oh, and you got a 20-second cooldown. Oh, ho, ho, that is messed up. That is messed up. Now I see a lot of Soul Beasts out there with their eyes shining. I see a lot of Soul Beast player with their eyes shining right now. This is insane, bro. This is insane. And Signet of Renewal. This skill now grants resolution to the Ranger's pet in addition to resistant reduced cooldown from 50 to 35 seconds. Oh, I see. That's good. Reduce cooldown from 50 to 35. That's a nice buff. Signet of the Wild. Reduce cooldown 40 to 30 seconds. Oh, the Ferocity? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what's the buff again? Reduce cooldown for okay, well that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's good for immobilizing. So actually the Signet are getting a buff here right here. That's pretty interesting for the Ranger actually. Soul Beast, double arc, reduce cooldown 7 to 6 again PvP. Okay, double arc. What is this? Double oh with the dagger. Hang dagger. Dagger 2, you're putting the super 6 seconds. Well, that's good because of the poison. The poison gives if you take the healing trait, I forgot what's the name of the healing trait for Soul Beast, you get additional survivability, I guess, additional health. That's a good thing. Instinctive engage, reduce ammunition, recharge 15 to 12 seconds. Leap forward and slash your full gain quickness. Okay, yeah, no, that's 3. Yeah, number 3, dagger 3. Yeah, I use that when I used to play with. Yeah, so is there a buff? Reduce ammunition recharge 15 to 12. Yeah, well that's a buff. There you go. Doliac stance. Reduce the duration of 6 to 4 second PvP only. Reduce. Okay, they reduce the duration, but they reduce the cooldown as well. All right, somewhat. Yeah, Moaz stance reduce cooldown 40-30 in PvP only. Moaz stance. Griffin stance reduce cooldown 30 to 25. Oh, Griffin stance. I know a lot of people use that in a World v World. Evade and gain endurance, but the evasion is like 1 second. It's not a lot, to be honest with you. You gain might and super speed and when you evade. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. That's good, I guess. It's a good thing. Primal Cry. This skill now inflict poison on each strike in addition to its other effect. Oh, yeah. Okay, deadly. From Deadly Beast. Yeah, I know what it is. Tap into your enemy's legend and unleash a deep in a row. That skill inflict poison on each strike in addition to other. Okay, so the thing is, the reason that when you inflict poison, if you gain health if you take that. I forgot this trait. There's a trait that when you use poison, when you apply poison, you do get some heal from the attacks, from what I understand. But so that's pretty much what it is. Eternal Bond increase base heal from 487 to 584. So when you use a merge skill, you can swap pets while merged. Yeah, that trait that. Yeah, no, the one of the trait in the okay, yeah. Base heal, so you get more heal. Okay, so when you swap pet, so when you swap pet, technically you swap bond, you get more healing. That's good. Untame, unnatural traversal. This skill no longer instant and now has a casting of 0.25 second. What? Oh my god, are you serious? Not the teleport spell? Really? Teleport your target making nearby enemy vulnerable. If an enemy struck, the skill recharge is reduced. Oh, because they want to add an animation. That's why they want to add an animation. They want to add an animation, I believe, or whatever it is, in order to allow people to anticipate the move. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Revenant. I do play Revenant, but not enough. So I'm not gonna criticize. I'm not gonna do any critic on that because I don't play enough to say if it's good or not. Thief. The only thief I do play thief, but let me see. Rifle saw improvement in the last balance update, but it's still outshined by dagger in most power Deadeye's build. We do want rifle to be viable pick, and we're bumping up the damage a bit more. We've also made a usability improvement to Deadeye's mark, which will no longer be lost when entering a down state. Okay, that's great. So don't play Spectre enough. I do play it, but not enough. Signet of Power. This trait has been reworked and now causes Signet skill to grant initiative when activated. Oh, really? Oh yeah, no, I know. I use that for farming usually. Oh, I mean, I use it for farming, you know what I'm saying, because it has more power. So it now causes Signet skill to grant initiative when activated. Well, that's a good thing. Signet of Malice. Reduce cooldown 15 to... Okay, well there you go. So now they want us to play Signet. They're buffing the Signet. Signet of Shadows. Reduce cooldown 2016. Infiltrator Signet, reduce cooldown 30-24 in PvE, 35-28 in PvP World v World. Alright, so there you go. Trickster, this trait no longer reduces the cooldown of Trick skill. Oh no, increase the number of condition removed from 1 to 2. Ah, boo. Increase the number of condi removed 1 to 2. Okay, so there's a trade-off. So basically, there's a nerf and there's a buff in a sense. So yeah. Caltrops, reduce the cooldown from 30 to 24. Okay, haste, reduce cooldown from 30-24 PvE, 45-35 in PvP and overall. Okay, that's great. That's great. Roll for initiative. Reduce cooldown from 35-28 and from 50-35 in PvP. We'll reduce initiative from 6 to 4 in PvP. Okay. What? What? Roll for initiative. Wait. Yeah, this guy here. Okay. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Reduce cooldown from 35-20. Oh, so that's a buff in PvE. Oh, in PvE. And from 50-35 in PvP. Okay, that's a buff. Reduce initiative gains from 6 to 4. Okay, so now it's a nerf. So now if you use that in PvP World, instead of getting 6 initiative, you get 4. Is it the end of the world? I don't know. I don't use that spell enough to say it's the end of the world. So most Thief players will know themselves if it is the end of the world. Scalp Venom. Reduce cooldown from 30-25 second. Yeah, okay. I don't use that. Let me double check to be sure I know what I'm talking about. This guy here. Yeah, I don't use that. I don't care. Keen Observer. Reduce health threshold requiring 90-75 PV. What is that? Keen Observer. Critical hit chances increase while your health is above the threshold. For the first row, third choice. Yeah, I remember that one. Okay. Reduce health threshold equipment 90 to 75. Oh, okay. Well, that's a buff. Oh, that's a buff. Good. That's a good thing. Actually, that's a very good thing because I use that trait very often, to be honest with you. But oh, in PvE only. Are you? In PvE only. Come on, bro. Okay, it doesn't matter. Daredevil. I don't play Daredevil enough, so I'm not sure if I can. I'm not gonna say anything. Dead Eyes. I do play Dead Eyes. Dead Eyes mark is no longer removed when the Dead Eyes goes into the down state. Like what does it change? I don't know, bro. Like you're in down state. There's nothing you can do that will benefit Dead Eyes mark on the target unless there's something I'm missing here. I don't know. You guys tell me. If you guys play Dead Eyes more than me, let me know if it is a buff or not or whatever it is. Because I don't see any difference here, to be honest with you. Brutal Aim. Increased power coefficient from 0.6 0.75. Fire a shot that inflicts vulnerability on your target. Apply then. What is it? Where first to go? Oh, it's Rifle. Rifle 1. Okay, well, there goes. That's the, that's the first spell. Oh my god, that's first spell. Deadly Aim. Increased power 1.0 to 1.1. In PV, yeah, that is fantastic. I think I am so enthusiastic right now. I'm jumping off my seat and I'm actually dancing the Kumbaya, and I have SpongeBob behind me, you know, like supporting my dance. Yeah, I'm very, yeah, that is fantastic. Thank you for the buff. Squirm, Skirmisher shot. Increased power coefficient 0.8 to 1.0. Wait, increased power coefficient from 0.8 to 1.0. Yeah, that's good. That's a nice little buff. Spotter's Spotter's shot. Increased power coefficient from 1.15 to 1.3. Yeah, okay, double tap. Increased power coefficient from here. Okay, so there's a buff. So they're buffing the Dead Eyes. They're buffing the Dead Eyes. 3-round burst. Increase. There you go. Now they get it right. Increased power coefficient per hit from 0.70 to 0. Okay. I don't use that a lot, but when I use it, it's very powerful, to be honest with you. So that's a good thing. Shadow Melt. This skill no longer removes reveal in PvP. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No more perma stealthing. No more perma stealthing in what is it, in keep or towers or castle? Oh no! Oh, this is a big. Oh man, this is a big. This is a big. This is a big nerf. This is a because I mean, if I was a veteran player and I needed this, you know, to get away from certain situations, then I would see this as a gigantic, brutal nerf. This is a brutal nerf, bro. Holy shish kebab, bro. But because, like I said from the start, because I don't have any main spec, because I don't have any main class, I don't feel any, guys, I don't really care. Like I do care and I don't care at the same time. That's how I feel. I don't feel like it's like I don't care. I'll be honest with you, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't want to be in love. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to be in love with any class anymore because I learned my lesson from doing that with the Mechanist. So I don't want to be in love with any class. Therefore, if something gets brutal like this, if something goes brutal like this, I'm not going to feel anything. I'll be like, oh, okay, they nerfed it. So what? What am I going to do about it? So that's the way it is, right? So yeah, anyway, Shadow Sap. Spectre, I don't play it enough, so I'm not gonna say anything. Warrior, I do play Warrior, but not as much. For this update, we focus on improving gun saber skill. Ooh, so now they want to bring back Bladesworn now. No. See, I don't know. I don't play Berserker enough. I do play, but like Rifle Berserker, Spellbreaker, I don't play it enough. Wait, I just want to see something. This skill will not trigger trace that triggers on burst skill users when striking an enemy instead of when absorbing an attack. This skill will now trigger trace that triggers on burst skills. What? This skill will this skill will now trigger trigger traits that triggers on burst skills usage. Oh, that's a big nerf. That's a big nerf because full counter usually, like if I remember correctly, if anybody would attack you, any kind of attack, it would trigger that you know, it would trigger full counter. But now they are saying nope, not gonna be like that anymore. Oh la la, that's gonna rise, that's gonna arouse a lot of people. That's gonna make a lot of people angry here. Full counter burst. Absorb the next attack against you and counter attack all foes around you. Foes struck by the counter attack are interrupted. Oh, that was that was powerful. That was really powerful. Channel, it's a channel spell. Yeah, I use that a lot. When I used to play Spellbreaker, I would use that spell a lot. So this is a big nerf, bro. Oh la la. Reduce bonus damage against enemy with no boons from 50%. Oh my god! Oh, no. If this is a gigantic, that's a gigantic nerf. That's a gigantic nerf. That's a gigantic. Oh my god, Spellbreaker, bro. That's what happened. You guys know what? That's what happened when you play too much Spellbreaker and you publish too many overpowered videos. You know when you make videos of a class that does too much damage? That's what happened. That's what Anet does. They're looking at streamers. They're like, oh, this guy is doing a lot of damage. Eh? Okay. So we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna do, we're gonna. I'm just like, if that class was my main class, I would feel something. Deals more damage if your target has no boons. Oh my god, damage increased by 50%. So basically, what you would do is you would want to remove boons from the target. Then you would use burst, and once you use burst, if they attack you, that you would do 50% increased damage with this thing. This is insane. You gotta make sure they have no boon though. Using this spell would actually remove their boons, and you would do increase 50% damage. Oh my god, this deal more damage if target. Oh my god, that was powerful. Reduce bonus damage against enemies with no boost from 50% to 5%. That is a gigantic nerf. Oh my god. Oh my god. Blade Sworn, Swift Cut. This skill now fires an additional projectile after the melee slash. But how far will the projectile go? How far will the projectile go? That's the question. Divide. Is it 900 range? Is it 1200 range? You know what I'm saying? Steel Divide. This skill now fires an additional projectile after the melee slash. Okay, so they're adding projectile to every slash. Oh my goodness. Enemy. Oh, okay. So if you hit the dude with the melee, they would still get attack. They would still also get attacked by the projectile, but they would get reduced damage. So that's a buff. That's actually a buff, bro. Bladesworn's getting a buff with this shish kebab. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like this handicap. I feel about Gun Saber had this handicap against, against range, and specifically in World v World PvP. Hit enemy hit by explosive thrust, secondary explosion. A portion of the skill is now range attack. Okay, enemy hit by the melee reduce. Okay, the secondary explosion portion of the skill is now range attack. Your foe with final burst. That's okay. That's the third one actually. Okay, that's the third attack from the spell one. Brutal style and fire shot that causes a secondary explosion. That is interesting. It's now a range attack. That's messed up. So basically, Gun Saber 1, it becomes range. That is messed up, bro. I think I'm gonna restart playing Bladesworn now. I like this. Blue being fired. This skill no longer causes explosion along the length of your strike. Instead, the skill now launches a projectile at your target, shattering it on contact and causing multiple explosion. Oh, number 2. Yeah, number 2. Yeah, I remember. I used that a lot. Skill no longer causes explosion along the length of your strike. Instead, the skill now launches a projectile at your target. Okay, so number 2 is also a projectile thing. Nice. Shattering on contact and causing... Nice! And then when you... Oh, nice! Oh, nice! I like that. Blade Swords becomes a range. If you use Gun Saber, now you have range attack. But how far is it? Is it 600 range? Is it 900? Is it 1200? Because if it's only 600, I'll be like, eh. If it's 900, maybe. If it's 1200, that'd be OP-ness. I think it would be OP-ness. I'm not sure. No, that would be over-exaggerated. I think that maybe 600 to 900. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm just speculating, but I don't know. You want to make this range, then it better be worth it. Otherwise, if it's like 300, like I'll be like, forget it, man. I ain't playing Bladesworn just for a 300 range freaking projectile. This is not gonna happen. Hell no. Artillery Slash. This skill now consumes all ammo when used, gaining bonus damage and different effect based on the amount of ammo consumed. But bro, what's the count recharge is 15 seconds. Are you insane, bro? Well, that is that what? Well, yeah, but you have to. So if it use all the ammo, and then you have to wait 15 seconds to reuse it again, it's almost like a freaking burst. It's like a burst attack now. Yes, that's what it's gonna be. Oh my lord, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one though. I don't know about this one because I don't know. I just don't know. I play Bladesworn, but I love the fact that you have 3 ammo and that you could use only one instead of all 3 of them. I don't know, bro. Unless you reduce the recharge from 15 second to, I don't know, maybe 5 second, 7 second. If they don't do that, I don't know, bro. And I don't even know what is the bonus damage and different effect. We don't even know what it is. Again, it's just they're just making us giving like like a briefing. Cyclone trigger. This skill now applies Aegis to the caster in addition to its other effect. This skill now blocks missile as soon as it is activated. The total duration of the block remains the same. Oh, now you get Aegis Cyclone trigger. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. 1 second. Spin and block enemy projectile. That's number 4. Yeah, that one over here. Yeah. Okay, well now you get Aegis. Nice. Well, that's a buff. Oh, that's fine. You get Aegis as well. That's nice. That's very nice. Yeah. So this is everything is very good except this one over here, which I believe I don't know. I think this is gonna get a lot of divisive arguments from Bladesworn players. Like if you like Bladesworn. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, some of you are gonna ask me, am I upset or happy about the Mechanist? I'll be honest with you, since I stopped being in, like I told you, like long time ago, it was 2 months or 1 month ago. I told you that I don't want to have a favorite class anymore because in Guild Wars 2 anything can happen. Like they're gonna give you high expectation, but then the next week they're gonna change their mind. So I don't want to have, because I refuse to have high expectation. I'm neither happy. I'm not hype. I don't have any hype. I don't feel anything. But am I at least? Do I feel something? Well, to be very, very honest, there's a part of me deep inside, very deep inside, that is really happy. But it's so burrowed. It is so burrowed deep inside that I really don't feel anything. I feel like there's something tickling me at the bottom of my peanuts, but but it's like, how can I say that? It's like I'm really neutral. I'm really like I don't feel good or not good. Actually, to be honest with you, for a certain moment, I feel more aggravated. I felt a little bit frustrated. I feel a little bit like a frustration because every balance patch, Anet kind of like juggles around by nerfing it to the ground to buffing it back to nerfing it back to the ground. So that's why I don't want it to get into that game of like, oh yes, I'm happy, oh I'm sad, oh I'm happy, oh I'm sad, oh I'm happy. I don't want to play that game anymore. So I really don't care what happens to the Mechanist. I'm not gonna say, oh, because the Mechanist is like this, now I'm gonna bring it more in PvP, or I'm gonna bring it more in World v World. No, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I play Mechanist in open world gathering. That's all it's good for. It doesn't matter how much you buff it. I'll be sincere with you. I'm never gonna bring my Mechanist in PvP or in World. I'm not gonna support people to bring it in PvP or World v World or even raids. Specifically, not raids. I'm never gonna support people to play Mechanist and raids. I'll be honest with you. Why? Because if I do that, then there's gonna be a big outrage in the community, and I'm gonna have headaches. I'm gonna have to buy a lot of Tylenols, and I don't have enough money to spend on Tylenols, which is why I'd rather if Anet. I'll be honest with you. I think Anet shouldn't buff the Mechanist, or I don't think they should buff it. I'll be honest with you, because I'll be sincere with you. According to how it has been with the Mechanist, all the roller coaster has been with the Mechanist, I'm very confident, 150% sure that Mechanist will be nerfed in a week or two. They're gonna come back and change the decision, and I don't want to be there to say, oh, I told you. So guys, let me know what you guys feel, because I don't feel anything. I'm surprised. I would say that I'm more surprised than anything else for some specialization that I play more often than others. Let me know how you guys feel about this, and yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in my next videos.